My name is Sarah. I'm 38 years old, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the invisible one, the background character in my own home. It started when my little sister, Rachel, was born. She came premature, tiny enough to fit into my dad's palm. My parents were terrified of losing her, and I get it. I really do. But somewhere in all of that fear, they just forgot about me. If I had a cold, I was shipped off to Grandma's house. If I had a school play, they couldn't make it because Rachel wasn't feeling well. When I got a perfect SAT score, I told them over dinner. They didn't even look up from feeding her mashed potatoes. But when Rachel got a B on her math test, we celebrated with cake. It was like living in a movie where you're the extra and someone else is the star. By the time I was 18, I knew I was on my own. No help with college, no safety net, no one saying, "We're proud of you." So I worked. I studied. I fought tooth and nail to get into the University of Michigan on a full scholarship because that was the only way. After graduation, I landed a job at an auction house. I found my passion in antique jewelry, spotting pieces that others thought were worthless and realizing they were treasures. I worked my way up. I started my own company. Slowly, quietly, I built it into something worth millions. But I never told my family. Because deep down, I knew. If they found out, they'd take and take and take until there was nothing left of me. Still, I wasn't cruel. Every single month, I sent my parents $7,000 anonymously. They thought it came from a generous uncle. Most of it went straight to Rachel. Then came last Thanksgiving. My mom had hurt her back, so I offered to cater the whole thing. I stayed in my old bedroom, checking an auction in Hong Kong on my laptop. Rachel came in without knocking, like always. She glanced at my screen. I'll never forget her face. First shock, then this greedy little smirk. She saw the numbers, the accounts. Over $12 million. Before I could even close the laptop, she grabbed it and walked straight into the living room. I followed her, and there they were. My mom, my dad, uncles, aunts, all staring at the screen. The room went silent. Then Mom's voice, sharp as a knife, "You have millions and you let us struggle? Rachel has loans." I told them I've been sending $7,000 a month for years. Dad's jaw clenched. "If you really cared, you would have told us. You're selfish." Rachel had tears in her eyes, but her voice was pure venom. "I deserved to know. I could have had a better life." And something in me broke. I told them everything. How they ignored me my whole life, how they never saw my achievements, how I was always just the backup plan, the shadow, the spare child. My voice cracked, my hands were shaking. And then I walked out. Before dessert. That night, my phone blew up. Missed calls, texts, Facebook posts. Rachel made a public post saying I hoarded wealth while she helped me get where I am. Relatives called me heartless. A week later, my parents and Rachel showed up at my office. Not to apologize, but to demand $2 million for Rachel's fresh start, a beach house in Florida for Mom and Dad, a trust fund for the family's future. I said no. I canceled the monthly payments. When they refused to leave, I had security escort them out. It's been 6 months. I've changed my numbers, upgraded security, cut contact completely. Only my grandma Marie still calls. She tells me she's proud of me, that I finally chose myself. Do I miss them? Sometimes. But mostly I miss the idea of family I used to have, the one that never actually existed. And I've had to accept that walking away from people who only see you as a bank account isn't losing family. It's finally finding freedom.